What are multiple flows of income? How does it work? How many are there? How many should I have for myself? How can I apply different multiple flows of income for your kingdom? That is today's lesson. That's what we're going to go over. I was blessed. I received a ton of value from my Uncle G. He was on a live webinar not too long ago. I happened to tune in along with probably like a couple thousand other people. He was going over the 7 different types of income that you need to have, right? He separated everything, and what I went ahead and did was I took a hella notes, okay? And I wanted to share it with you guys because I think it's so valuable. It's right in tune, right in line with what we're trying to do, build a kingdom, and really break down creative activity income, passive income, and protecting your kingdom. Those 3 different types that we were, discussing earlier in the earlier videos, and now we're kind of breaking it a little bit further. So, diving right into it, I want to list out the 7 different types, 7 different flows of income that is available to us, okay? Most of us never even explore more than 2 of these types of incomes, right? And, Grant says it's really important to have all of them, okay? But the primary goal is to work your way from up here all the way down, okay? And the reason being is simply tax. At the end of the day, your highest expense is tax. So the least amount of tax you pay, the better your earnings are overall. The more money you have to velocitize, okay? The more money you have to help people and do the things and put that power into your own hands. He's really radical, this guy tries to pay absolutely nothing in tax, and I think he does it very well. So we're not gonna focus too much on the tax. But what I want to do is show you what I'm doing, trying to create multiple flows of income in the process of doing velocity banking, in the process of paying off debt, in the process of acquiring tax-free assets, okay, and protecting our kingdom. Why do you need to know this? Okay, because for most of my viewers, for most of my clients, we're in a lot of freaking debt, right? We got the mortgage, we got the student loans, we got the cars, we got the credit cards, okay? So our only focus for most of you guys right now is just wiping out the debt, right? It's all you can think about is, I gotta get debt free, I gotta get out of debt, I gotta, remove all that stuff. That's all fine and dandy, but you need to have a mission right after we get out of debt. You need to have certain financial goals, and I want to be able to build on that, okay? I feel like we've done a lot of velocity banking examples, really breaking down the criteria, what to do, what not to do, when to do it, right? Now we got to start really focusing on future goals, okay, and how we can literally 10x our results. We have to 10x, okay? We can't double our results. We can't triple. We need to 10x. Why do you need to 10x? We don't have a lot of time, okay? Especially for my moms and dads that you're approaching that retirement years. I have a lot of clients, like a lot. Like I don't get any millennial clients, like maybe 1 or 2 every now and then. But for most of my clients and my family members, we're in our late 50s, okay, early 60s, and we have a lot of debt and we need to snap out of it, okay? We cannot settle for anything less than what you have been intelligently designed for by your creator, by an infinite being, all powerful, all knowing, wants to bless you, sending you flowers, he's sending you invitations, he's sending you blessings after blessings. And what are we doing? We're like, oh, I don't want it. I don't believe it. If I can't see it, I don't believe it. I need evidence. Hey man, evidence is right in front of you. Everything you see, right? Intelligently designed. All the miracles that go on in your life, all the coincidences, okay? We got to put it together, okay? We got to look at it logically, right? Because that's what we're doing. Got to look at it logically. You got to look at it emotionally, psychologically as well, all right? So let's break down what I've been working on, and let's answer some of the things together. If you think I got it wrong, correct me. Comment below. Be like, yo, you got it wrong, okay? Fix yourself. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll fix it. Better to fix my mistakes now when I'm 23 than when I'm 43 and I'm stuck in my old ways, right? We don't want to get stuck in our old ways. That delays our blessings from our Creator, right? So, right off the top, as you know, I am a coach. I do consultations. I created a coaching program all about velocity banking, paying off debt, increasing cash flow, building credit, okay? Lowering expenses so that we can build that kingdom, right? And I do that, so I do coaching by the hour, and then I got a lifetime program. Okay, so your opinion, where does this belong on the multiple flows of income? Okay, now at first glance, it would be considered earned income, okay, because that's work that I'm doing, okay, but based on like what I was watching, what I was learning so far, I feel like it goes to the earned income, but then comes to profit income. And the reason why it goes to profit income is because I have a business, right? Because if I was personally Denzel Rodriguez on my personal income, right? If I was personally doing this work for a company and then they paid me a paycheck, right? And I got, my W-2s and whatnot, then yes, it would be earned income. But since I have a business, I immediately go to profit income, okay? It is earned, but it goes to profit income because I don't pay the same tax as someone who has earned income, right? So a lot of my family members, this is where most of us are at, right? You have a job or you have a career, right? You have like a steady flow of income. That's all earned. That's the highest tax there is, right? And if we're trying to get our cash flow right and we're trying to keep more of what we make, we have to fill out our W-2s properly. We got to fill out our taxes, right, so that we can lower that. And then in the process of us doing velocity banking, we need to build a business. We must start. Now, when you think business, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to know how to sell millions and millions of dollars. You do need to learn how to communicate, okay? You need to get your vision down and your purpose and your mission, what your kingdom wants to look like. You got to get those down. And we want to get to a point where we can establish something, and it doesn't have to be an actual product that you sell for your business, right? Because we can always jump into that real estate world where we're just acquiring assets, or we can jump into the markets if that's what you like. Crypto, consulting work. Right? I got a business owner that they have a business, right? And they sell a product, and now they can do consulting to create more profit income, okay? And then I'm gonna kind of break a little bit more down here. So we've got job, career, earned income, highest tax. We got to get away from that at some point because you can't work forever. So we step into the profit income. That's with your business. That's after expenses are paid, boom, profit. That profit gets taxed a hell of a lot less than earned. Next thing we have is this interest income. But going down the list, here's where I was a little I was confusing myself. I was like, okay, I have this Patreon page where people give, right? It's not a paid service. It's like crowdfunding, okay? So people actually give financially to the channel. And I was trying to figure out for myself, how does that get taxed? Does that get taxed the same way as profit income? Or is this sort of like a residual type of income? And I was trying to figure out on the webinar with Grant, I'm like, okay, where the heck do I put it? Do I put it with rental because it's like residual, like rent, like paying rent? This is like a membership service. So people pay anywhere from as low as $10 a month to as high as $4.97 or even higher than that, right? Based on my tiers. So I'm like, all right, for right now, I threw it over here, but let me get your feedback on that. I want you to let me know what you think, okay? Now, the next one is insurance. Now, insurance, I know this, as a insurance agent, right? I'm a licensed insurance agent, okay? I'm self-employed, okay? So whenever I write a policy, I get anywhere from 45 to 55% commission on policies that get sold. So I know with that would come up here, earned income, because even with the job and the career, you also have involved the commissions, bonuses, right? Things like that's in your job. So I was like, all right, that goes there, but since I have a business, I run that commission goes into the business checking account. So I get paid, but it goes into the business checking account. So that should come over here to profit income. And the reason being is I'm able to write off a lot of different deductions that comes with being a business owner. The other interesting part is I personally have a policy down here where I earn anywhere from 4 to 6.5% or higher. All right, and I'm establishing a second one soon for my Kingdom Fund. If you didn't watch that video, you got to go watch that video on establishing a Kingdom Fund. Okay, so the policy, I know right off the bat, that definitely goes to interest, income, or dividend. I don't really know. I was trying to figure that one out. I'm like, does this, the interest earnings, right? But even though it's in life insurance, so it's considered a dividend, because if it was interest, it'd have to get taxed. And when we shelter our money in these tax advantage policies, then that's dividend. So there's actually no tax involved on these gains, okay? But it's not exactly, like a whole lot in the beginning. Over time, yeah, of course, it builds up. But in the meantime, let me know, comment below, what do you think? Should I put in the interest or the dividend? I'm pretty sure it goes with dividend, all right? Now, moving along, business credit funding, okay? This is an affiliate partnership, okay? So whenever I refer people to this company, then they pay me, but not really me, they pay my company, anywhere from like 10 to 12%. I think it could be like a little bit lower sometimes, just depends on the customer and whatnot. But I'm like, all right, that would also come over here too, right? Profit income. I hope you're seeing what the problem is in my situation, and maybe you'll see this for your situation as well. Notice how, remember I said earlier, most people only explore 1 to 2 of these types of flows. And what Unc was saying was we got to start gaining our way, working our way down here. Because once you get in real estate with the rental income, capital gains, and royalty income, it's a whole new ball game of income. And it's a a lot less work. You can make more, less work. And that's very appealing for my older individuals, my wiser moms and dads. Okay, we gotta get wise with our time. Would you agree? Moving along, got courses. Okay, I'm in the process of creating a velocity banking course, a kingdom authority course. Once I make the course, the work is done, right? So there's no longer any work involved because the course is pre-recorded, has all the documents, the PDFs. People buy, they sign up, they go through the course. It helps them further their financial goals. Yes? Okay. Where does that belong? Once someone has paid it, goes to the company, right? Even though I'm not doing any work, is that earned income, profit income, or does that start to come down to the capital gains? I wasn't sure, because I think with capital gains, if I was reading my notes properly, capital gains only applies when you're buying real estate or buying other people's businesses and you have like a stake in the company. But maybe you can help me with that. Maybe you can teach me something, right? You can help me out, right? This webinar was like 2 hours long, but he talks so fast and he's like going crazy and he gets excited and and I'm getting excited and I'm like, yes, that's what I want. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't write the notes down, or I didn't take enough notes or whatever the case may be. But that's how that works. So I'm thinking for right now, courses has to fall somewhere up here because that's going through the business, profit income, but it is residual. Now for the book, right? When the book comes out, based on how I get the book done, so if I get a publisher that pays me to write the book, then I'm pretty sure that it would go right to royalty, and that's special. All right, that's special. So I haven't explored that yet. That's going to be something I need to work on if I want to figure out ways to like multiply my income so that I have more time to help more people and be of service to my community even more on a deeper level, because I want to keep getting more and more involved with you guys. I want to really commit. I'm already committed. I've been committed. I want to commit more and commit more. And hopefully that encourages you to keep going, right? And have fun with it. Next thing, e-commerce, Shopify. Okay, building this. This is for my merch, my shirts that I'm gonna start, selling and sharing with people. So I'm thinking, okay, would that fall somewhere down here? I don't know. You gotta help me with that one. So that's an IDK. Okay, we know where the policy goes. And then lastly, Legal Shield. That's a network marketing company. They pay residual income. Okay, so people buy a product, and then the person that sold the product to the customer would receive residual income for as long as that person has the product, right? Kind of like Patreon. People are on a monthly basis, they're supporting their channel. Gives me the ability to create more content and study more and learn more and take courses with people like Grant Cardone and other successful individuals, so that I can come back, share the knowledge with you, and give it, and we can build more income together, build more experiences, and get to where we need to get to, man. I want you guys to be a part of this, right? And I've been getting actually a lot of responses lately that people want to like join me. They want to like be on a team with me, right? So I'm like, how do I do that? I'm like, how do I multiply myself? How do I get people on my team to help me, and how can I help them? How can it be like a good win-win relationship there? So there was a couple of things that I went ahead and designed, where this one right here and this right here and this right here, right? Or this is the same. This and this is the same. Where I was just talking with a gentleman not too long ago, and he was like, I want to join your team. I'm ready. I'm out here. I'm in Jersey. Let's go. Let's build something. I'm like, all right. My New Yorkers, my up north people, you guys are quick. You guys are one of my quickest clients. Is my New York people, my Texas people. California is good. Virginia's a little more laid back, and Georgia and South Florida, we're a little laid back. Yeah, I'll do the chunk. But like New York, Jersey, Texas, California, man, you guys are like, I need the chunk now. I need the chunk now. I gotta get this debt now. Let's start this business now. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. So anyways, coming back to like the team part where I was getting asked on that, I'm like, all right, I got a team for this, and I got a team for that, and I got a new team for this as well. So if anyone takes any interest on that, maybe we can kind of make sense of creating multiple flows of income for our kingdom. And I'm doing this video, I don't have all the details and all the information, and I think that's the beauty of this, is that together we can figure this out, because I know how vitally importante this is, all right? Especially if Grant Cardone is making a lot of videos on this and doing live webinars, taking his time to talk about multiple flows of income. So we know that at some point, most of us are up here. We have to start the business so that we can come down one level, right? And then we have to keep dropping the levels, getting closer and closer to like these three right here. These are like the best tax advantage locations that you can be, as well as dividend income. But dividend income only really applies when you're in a tax-free advantage asset. If we're talking the market, right, dividend has a different meaning in the market, right? So your mutual funds, your 401k plans, your IRAs, you still got to pay tax on dividend and interest income, right? And you have to pay way more if it's under your name personally. But if it's under a business, then you cut that quite a bit. So the moral of the story is we got 7 different multiple flows of income. Here's what Denzel's working on. But as you can notice, I'm in the same problem as you are, right? I'm doing all this activity, right? Which is great. We need to create that activity income, but we also have to figure out ways to get closer and closer to passive, right here, passive, residual, so that we can multiply either ourselves or multiply our time, right? Our time is so important, especially if you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, okay? We don't have all the time in the world. We can't be fooling around anymore. We got to get it together. We got to figure this out, all right? Let's figure this out together, okay? My name is Denzel. I have a bunch of resources below in the description, okay? Fill out a form. Let's get in contact. Let's have a session together. Let's do some coaching. Let's map this out. Let's map out your roadmap, okay, your direction to your kingdom, all right? Have a wonderful day and God bless.